Farmer's Delight is an incredibly well-known food mod in Minecraft, adding the iconic cooking pot and stove, which allows us to make all types of new food while using a bunch of new ingredients, all while having fun. I mean, check that out. That looks really good. So today we're gonna go through some of the best Farmer's Delight add-ons to make cooking even more fun. Starting with Rustic Delight. But what's this? Is this a NexusBliss plushie? It's a NexusBliss plushie! Now sure, this is just something I made myself and it's just in Minecraft, but this is your chance to bring it to real life. Imagine actually having one sitting on your desk, on your shelf, or even on your bed. Hold up. Okay, let me explain how this works. Because we hit 500k subs recently, thank you guys so much by the way, I'm gonna be launching my very own plushie, which is why I'm gonna be putting a link in the comments for you to join in this launch, where if 100 of you put in $2 for the pledge before paying the full amount for the plush, only then the plushie will actually be made. And that $2 is part of your order, so you're not paying extra. But here's the catch. We only got 10 days to reach the goal from the day I uploaded this video. So if we unfortunately don't hit 100 pledges, everyone's $2 gets refunded and the plushie sadly will never come to life. But I know we got this, so let's make that 100 happen together and make the NexusBliss plushie actually happen. I really want to see this coming to life. Anyways, back to the first add-on, which is Rustic Delight. I chose this add-on because it adds a crop that is used to make many of our favorite drinks. Coffee. This is a wild coffee plant that when harvested, you'll get, well, coffee beans that you either just use to plant more coffee beans or use it to make roasted coffee beans. You can do this, well, by just roasting it. And from there, you're allowed to make 6 different types of coffee, whether it's dark and bitter or with milk. And if you had leftover roasted beans, you can craft them into bag of roasted coffee beans as storage or as decoration. Also, this add-on adds a whole bunch of pastries, but my favorite are the pancakes that comes in 6 different flavors and they all look so freaking good. I mean, just look at this pink cherry blossom one. For the second add-on is Miner Delight. As the name suggests, this add-on makes cooking underground actually fun. Instead of lugging a whole cooking pot with you, you can now craft a smaller copper pot paired with a copper cup. It's like a miner's version of the Farmer's Delight pot, except you can only cook stews and soups with it. Honestly, all these hot soup being served in the cute little copper cup looks really great. And since you're mining, of course there are gonna be new cave crops. You'll stumble upon cave carrots growing underground, which you can toss straight into a soup. It really fits the underground vibe perfectly. I mean, it's not a cave without cave carrots, right? Now, if you want something heavier, this add-on even lets you cook with squids. Yeah, you can actually get the whole squid as a drop and bake it. Yo! Or better yet, stuff it with rice and cave carrots to make a stuffed squid dish. And just like cake, you can place it down and eat from it piece by piece. So yeah, Miner's Delight takes that boring mining trip and turns it into a cozy little cooking adventure. Egg Delight. Very straightforward for this one. You can now make a new frying pan called the Egg Pan. Place it down on heat and crack an egg, then just place any topping you like a bacon, and boom, you got yourself a bacon omelette. Or you could put water and an egg in a pot to make a boiled egg that you can then peel by placing it on your offhand, leaving you a peeled egg and a bunch of eggshells that you can use for decomposing. Oh, and you can even cut the boiled egg in half. Speaking of eggs, what if we could cook the Sniffer egg? I mean, the Sniffer is basically useless anyways, so might as well make its egg edible. I mean, that looks pretty good. You can even take it a step further by stuffing some potatoes and ancient plants to make a stuffed Sniffer egg. And it's even placeable. Check that out. Heck, why not even make Sniffers drop meat? I mean, look how big those things are. There has to be a bunch of meat under those fur. So yeah, Sniffer steak. And for the next add-on, it's Frycook's Delight. This one's nothing really special other than the fact it adds a new use to cauldrons. Because with this add-on, you'll find canola seeds scattered around the world that can be used to make canola oil. Now fill up a heated cauldron with oil and we can now deep fry all types of food. Oh, but how do we cook with a cauldron? Well, just throw the food in, you silly. I just wanted fried chicken in Minecraft, to be honest. Coming up next is BlockDonald's Delight. Now if you think gathering oil is too much of a hassle for you, well then it's time for modernization. You can now craft a deep fryer from this add-on. Instead of using oil, we're using lava. And by the name of this add-on, we're getting a bunch of McDonald's menu items as well. From fries made by chopping up potatoes and deep frying them, to all these burgers like the Big Mac. There's even 2 sizes of fries that you can make. And if you're wondering where you can get the cheese from, well, that's done just by leaving milk in the cauldron for a bit until it eventually turns into a block of cheese. Then we have the add-on called Chef's Delight. Okay, for Chef's Delight, There won't be any new ingredients or dishes, but there will be 2 new villager professions called the cook and the chef. The cook sells some simple farmer's delight food and the chef sells more gourmet ones. And their job blocks are just the basic pot and skillet. This add-on also gives a new structure in villages where it's usually a tiny diner with a sitting area and kitchen decorated with farmer's delight blocks. But that's not it. If you install a village upgrade mod like the Choice Theorem's Overhauled Village mod, which is not just a mod that improves how villages look, making them look really good, but they also add new village biomes like a Japanese village on Cherry Grove biomes, or this beach biome village with this tropical theme to it. And all of these villages will all have this new structure variant for the Chef's Delight shop. Like every single one of these shops will be decorated with blocks from Farmer's Delight as well, all while still fitting to the theme of the biome. Whether it's like a beach house for the beach biome village or a sushi bar for the Cherry Grove village. This might not really be a Farmer's Delight food add-on, but it's still one of my favorite mods to add in every playthrough I have. Gensokyo Delight Yokai's Feast. Now after talking about fried chicken, McDonald's, and even edible sniffer eggs, let's go for something healthier. What if instead of fast food, we brought in a whole add-on dedicated to traditional Japanese cuisine? This add-on doesn't just throw in random food items, it actually gives you a realistic system for making sushi in Minecraft. You start by crafting a cuisine board from a block of bamboo with a stone cutter. This board is where the magic happens. Just like in real life, you'll lay out your ingredients step by step. First kelp, then rice, then layer in your chosen fillings one by one before rolling it all up into a proper sushi roll. And you can actually slice that roll into edible pieces using a knife. It's such a fun interactive process that feels way more immersive than just tossing ingredients in a crafting table. But sushi is only the beginning. This add-on also brings in tea leaves. This means you can brew up any type of tea you like, and every single tea leaf, well, of course, makes a different type of tea, which all looks amazing. And then my personal favorite part, the Japanese desserts. We're talking a huge range of sweets here, like dangos and mochis, each with multiple variants. One of the highlights for me is the mitarashi dango, which is basically skewered rice cakes brushed with a sweet soy sauce glaze. This was actually one of my favorite childhood snacks, so seeing it in Minecraft actually makes me feel so nostalgic. Honestly, this add-on adds so many new foods, ingredients, and cultural details from Japan that I can't possibly cover them all in one video. It's that packed. In fact, it really deserves its own dedicated showcase just to do it justice. Display Delight. Finally, we have a mod that doesn't really add new content but improve Farmer's Delight is as a whole. This add-on gives us the option to place every single item from Farmer's Delight down. We're talking about all the types of drinks, all of the food, and even a bowl of rice. I mean, just look at all these food. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this add-on. And that's basically all the add-ons for the Farmer's Delight mod that I'll be showcasing today. Remember, there are a bunch of add-ons out there for this mod, and I honestly just added the ones that I find fun to have in Minecraft today. Oh, and don't forget about the plushie link in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you could, and until next time, goodbye.